Trump Game here. Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Today I want to talk about Kanye West and what you can learn, especially if you're a black man or a non-black man living in the United States of America. And you know, I've always been a Kanye fan. Even before he came out with his first CD, College Dropout. I remember Kanye when he was rapping. He came out rapping. This is before Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Rockefeller Records. I remember when Kanye was rapping and no one really wanted to give him a shot. And he didn't really get people's attention until he started producing. And I think he really got a lot of exposure when he started working with Jay-Z. And you know, that was early, 15 years ago, you know. So Kanye West come a long way, you know. So after all the accolades and accomplishments, you know, he's a genius when it comes to music, in my opinion. And you know, he got the clothing line. It's okay. It's not I expected more, but it's okay, you know. He got the Yeezys. The Yeezys I think it's nice, but it's just not for me. And then he got other investments that I don't necessarily know about. You know, I don't keep up with everything that he does, but I keep up with his music. And then he got the girl he always wanted to be with. Based on what he said, Kim Kardashian, got 2 kids together. And you know, doesn't look like things is going as well. At least not in the way that I would have thought anyway. Because, you know, there's something going on in the Kardashian household. I don't know what it is, but it's something that happens to guys once they get involved with the Kardashian women. You know, you got Bruce, he want to be a woman. You got Lamar Odom, he's got turned out, drugged out, cracked out, alcoholic, coked up, all, you know. And then you got Rob, he's fat, you know. And you got that other guy, you know, he's kind of all over the place. Then you got Kanye, he's wilding. He's on stage doing shows, dry snitching and talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z on stage, ranting. And he's doing 2 songs and leaving the stage saying show's over. I mean, he's ruining. It's like self-destruction, you know. So something's going on in the Kardashian household. It's something. Maybe it's a lot of pressure for guys. I don't know, you know. But it's something. They remind me of the Addams family a long time ago. If you been living long enough, the Addams family. That's who they remind me of. The Kardashian family. You know, it's like, you know, the people just don't. They just don't last long. They tend to be dysfunctional. It's a very dysfunctional family, in my opinion. It's like a circus. And maybe the guys that get involved with these women, maybe it's too much going on. And they can't mentally deal with all the theatrics and the media and the propaganda and the paparazzis. But after all Kanye's accomplishments, along with his genius music production, he still seeks validation from white folks. And I don't understand it, And that's a recipe for disaster. Why? Now, Kanye West has a cult following. He can release a song on Twitter or any of these social media platforms and people are going to buy it. And when I say people are going to buy it, I'm talking about people are going to buy it like when Beyonce released her CD, the first week it sold over 100,000 with no mainstream media advertising at all, just social media. So Kanye West, he has influence like that, but he still, for whatever reason, seeks validation from white folks, like these big brand companies, especially in the fashion game, because his justification was that if he partners with the big brands, his brand will be stronger and last longer. That's his justification, which could be true. Maybe that might be a good plan. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody try it. But here's the deal. Here's why it's not going to work. Because white folks don't share power and influence with black people or non-white people. That's the problem that Kanye West is having. They don't share power. People in the dominant society, the wealthy white guys that own these big brand companies around the world, they don't share power, influence with black and non-white people. They just don't. If you can travel and do your own research, I'm telling you, they don't do it. They never have done it. They're not going to share power with Kanye West. As a matter of fact, a lot of these guys, rich, wealthy white guys, they see Kanye as entertainment. They be laughing at him. Like when he has meetings with people like some of these tech guys in the Bay Area, and then you got Trump. I don't even think him and Trump friends. That was just probably just a PR stunt. And as a matter of fact, Kanye West looked uncomfortable. He had his arms folded, so I don't even think they're really friends. I don't even think they know each other. Now, maybe they met each other in passing or whatever, but I don't think they have a relationship at this point. And then he ended up in the hospital emergency room a couple weeks ago because he was exhausted. So I guess he wasn't sleeping right or eating right, obviously. So this is what you don't want to do as a man. You cannot seek validation. You shouldn't give a fuck what anyone says or thinks about you unless it's your family or close friends. And even still then, you should listen to what they say because they might have a good argument that they're trying to make. But at the end of the day, you have to make the final decision because you have to live your own life. But people that don't know you you shouldn't give them the time of the day. You shouldn't pay them no mind. Because if people don't know you, I mean, how much can they say to validate who you really are as a person? How much can they say that's relevant to you? And I mean, Kanye, he's worth millions of dollars by now. And it's still not enough. It still ain't enough. Something's still missing in his life. I mean, he got one of the beautiful women that's in entertainment. Let's just be honest. Kim Kardashian she is attractive. Let's just keep it real now. Now you can say her titty ain't real, but her butt ain't real. Okay, that's a good argument. But just looking at her from a distance, she's an attractive girl. You got 2 kids with her. Now some people can say, well, she been ran through. Well, you know what? That's a good argument. But the point is, he got what he wanted. Because he said the first time he seen her, he pretty much wanted to be with a girl like her. Or, or something of that nature. So, after all his accomplishments, it ain't enough. It ain't ever going to be enough because he's not comfortable in his own skin. He wants to be someone else and not Kanye West. And that, my friend, is a recipe for disaster. Because as long as he continues not to be comfortable in his own skin, and as long as he seeks validation from the people in the dominant society, no accomplishment, no award, no clothing line is never going to be enough. This is what you can learn from Kanye West. So when you're out and about, traveling, at your job, your personal time, doesn't matter how many women you date, sleep with, have babies with if you choose to, talk to. If you're not comfortable in your own skin, you're always going to feel like it's always going to be like an uphill battle. It's never going to be enough. And you can't give a fuck about what people think and say about you. Especially living in the United States of America. Especially if you're non-white male in this society. Because if you have to seek validation, or if you really care about what people say, what that tells me is you're not confident. You don't have enough confidence in yourself because you're not comfortable in your own skin. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.